W, and we're back. Episode 2.
Alright guys, we're back with another episode. Episode 2. On my way, Captivitas.
Yeah.
Let's go, let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
What's good?
What's good, Manny?
Yo, what's up?
Pulled
what's
up a little 30 minutes ago.
Alright, so first of all, shout out the people who watched the first episode. That one did pretty good, huh?
Pretty good.
Pretty good,
I thought so.
Yeah. So
First time doing it, so.
This is the second episode. You know, we're in a different spot. We're outside today. We're outside.
Nice day.
We got this special guest today, my boy Captivitas.
Shout out, Cap. How do
That's
you, wait,
good.
what's your Instagram handle real quick?
It's _ Captivitas _ CAPTIVITAS.
W. Hell yeah, bro. So let's get started. A little interview with you, bro. Like, so I guess what I gotta say is, how does it feel, you know, working with like big artists and, you know, just doing this videography for yourself?
It's tight, bro. Like, I honestly, like, I don't know. I never imagined it to be where I'm at in this position. Like, if you would have asked me like a year and a half ago, like there's no way like I'd be doing this shit full time. And
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't even feel like work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like
there
having
is,
fun, huh?
yeah. I mean, you've been there.
Yeah.
You know, on some shoots, and it's like the day goes by like that.
Yeah. Super quick.
So it's like, just like they say that you know, time flies when you're having fun, and it really does.
Yeah.
And just the fact that you're getting paid to do it is just like crazy.
W.
Wait, so, a lot of people probably don't even know what you do. What do you do?
So I'm a full-time filmmaker.
Filmmaker. Nice.
I mainly direct music videos, but I mean, I can really do everything from, you know, filming a wedding, which I really don't like doing anymore. I hardly ever do.
That's
Commercials. I mean, pretty much everything I
Nice.
can do.
There you
But
go.
my main thing is music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, how long have you been doing it for?
Strictly music videos or video in general. I think I'm going on my 3rd year.
W.
And I mean, as far as photography, I started with photography, so I've been doing it for about like 7 years. I used to do just landscape, and it kind of just transitioned from that into video. Somebody asked me to do a music video for them, and
That's sparked
then
it.
it just kind of went from there. And you know, a lot of other people started reaching out. Shout out my boy James K. He was the one who kind of put me onto this whole music video thing, and he moved out to LA. A lot of people saw that video, and it just kind of spiraled into what it is
little
now.
roller coaster.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's freaking dope, bro. It's cool to see too. Like I was telling him last time, like it's cool that like someone here in the coast is doing what I like to do too, you know. And like, bro, like you hella motivated me to like pick up the camera too, and like taking me on the shoots, bro. It's like you showed me like what it's like to do it, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, and like the lifestyle. So it's like a little thank you for that, bro.
Oh, yeah, of course, man. Like I've told you before, I see the potential, and you know, you're hungry for it. So
Yeah.
that's really all you need. You
Yeah.
know, like
Facts.
everything else you'll learn on the way. So
Yeah. No, yeah, it's been super dope, bro. It's like how you said, it's fun, you know, like it doesn't feel like a job, bro. It's
Yeah.
like we're just having fun.
it is. That's all. It really is. You know.
Yeah.
And then that'll even show on your work. You know, at the end product. You know, like how passionate you are about stuff.
Mm,
You always put 110%. You know, regardless
yeah, facts, bro.
of what you're doing.
Facts.
You said you've been doing this for 3 years?
Video, yes, strictly video. I've been doing it for 3 years, and full time as a filmmaker, I've been. It's a little bit over a year.
A year, damn.
So I used to work at an office. I used to work for a local company here, kind of bookkeeping for them. I went to school to be an accountant, graduated from Poly, and then I found photography, or the passion for photography, maybe like a couple years after that.
Nice. You didn't go to school for film or anything?
No,
No.
it was all
Straight
kind of
passion.
Oh, YouTube, huh?
Yeah, I was self-taught.
Nice.
YouTube.
No, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you know, it goes to show, like, if you really want to learn something, and you know, you just got to dedicate yourself to it, and you
facts.
can definitely accomplish it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the brand visions. We have the vision, just gotta
Yeah.
put in the work, execute. Just
Exactly.
that's what you gotta do.
Got started,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Yeah. How is it working with Agencia de Patrones?
Dude, it's crazy because it's one of those, I mean, for a lot of people that don't know, Agencia de Patrones, it's it's one of the biggest groups in their genre of music.
Yeah.
You know, in the corrido tumbado genre. And I used to listen to them. There's probably, honestly, like before getting into music videos, I hardly ever listened to Mexican or Spanish music.
Yeah.
It was all hip hop, trap, you know.
Rap scene,
Yeah, I was all into that, but hardly into like that, you know, regional Mexican music. And then the only one that I would listen to was Herencia de Patrones, maybe, and that was because it's kind of like a fusion of like
it's like its old style.
Yeah, it's that old school Mexican music mixed with the you know, trap hip hop in English.
Exactly.
And they just decided to make their own little, you know,
clica.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
bro.
clica shit. Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to JD, bro.
yeah,
For real.
shout out to all
He's hella
them.
chill too. Like, you know, like you meet those artists and like sometimes you can tell like they have big egos and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
no,
bro,
no. All these
JD was
guys from
hella
HP,
chill, bro.
they're super dope, down to earth. It might look like, you know, they're flashy and all that, but I mean, like they've earned that shit.
No,
So
yeah,
like, you know,
facts. Facts,
but
bro.
they're super dope. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, it's super sick, you know, to work with somebody that you originally even like idolized in some sort of way before you even met them. It's a crazy experience. Now it's more of a normal thing,
Yeah.
you know, like even for you, because
Yeah.
you've been on these trips
Yeah.
quite a few times now with me, and it's like the first time you meet somebody, you're like starstruck in a
Yeah,
way.
it's like, oh shit, that's
Oh, shit.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, but then it's like you realize it's just they're
Normal
normal
people.
people.
Yeah,
They're
bro.
just like us. You know,
Yeah.
this is what they do. I mean, you've seen them. Like this is
Yeah.
what they do. They just wake up and
Grind,
fucking
bro.
grind, chill. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
No, yeah, like for me at least, like through my experiences, like it, like, you know, obviously like JD and them, like their grind is music, you know, and
Yeah.
like our grind is video.
Yep.
But like it just shows that like they, like look how big they are, bro. It's like you can build your brand, bro. You
Yeah.
can build yourself. Like obviously it's not gonna happen overnight, bro. You gotta grind at it, you know. So
Exactly.
it's cool to see how like humble they are and like how dope and chill they are. So
And I think in a way it's really cool to, and we've talked about it, like work with like-minded individuals.
yeah,
Because that inspires you to even, you know, go that extra step and
Yeah.
you know, take it up a notch.
uh-huh.
You know, and I think that's why like all creatives are somehow the same in a way, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
I see you grinding, it inspires me, and you see me like, oh,
Yeah,
shit,
it's
like,
Trickle down effect.
Bro,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, what you see is what you're gonna do. And if you guys
Exactly.
see each other grinding, so you guys are gonna grind.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
That's why it's important to like surround yourself with like individuals that like are like you, or at least chasing the same thing, or it doesn't even have to be chasing the same thing, but like just people that are like grinding and like not just sitting on their asses and doing nothing, like,
yeah,
you know. Like I always told this guy, like there's not a right way to live life, but I feel like, you know, you just gotta grind,
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
And like if you want something, you gotta go get it, you know. And
exactly.
that's what we're doing here, bro. It's like, look at the setup.
Set up. Took
Yeah,
us
bro.
5 minutes to set up. Brought the
5
chairs
minutes,
down,
bro.
Brought this chair down, set up the cameras.
We're making it
Pulled up.
happen, bro.
Outside, good day.
Yeah, dude.
Vibes
like-
are right.
And I think that's the first thing that I told you, you know, when you asked me, you know, on Instagram, like, yo, you have any advice? I was like, bro, just go out and film
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. That's
You know
true.
what I
dude.
mean?
Yeah.
Anything. Like, it could be a bird just, you know, chilling right there. Like, go film it.
Yeah.
And post
Make
it.
something dope out of it,
Yeah.
you know?
Literally.
Because that just, like
Bring the art to it. Huh?
exactly, like, it sparks your creativity. And, you know, more than anything, my reason behind that is, like, you need to learn to use your tools to its full potential. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And I think that's where photography for me, that's what photography for me did. Like, I was literally out there every day at sunset at the beach taking pictures. Like, people might think I'm crazy for taking pictures of a sunset every day. Like, don't you get tired of it? But it's like, in reality, that's like your time to practice. Like, you find what works for you, what doesn't work for you,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And it made me learn my camera, like, you know, the palm of my hand.
Yeah. Dude, I remember the first time you told me that. Like, because remember when I first met you, like, I didn't shoot manual, bro.
Yeah.
Remember I was telling you, like, hey, what's this? What's that? And, like, now, bro, like, that's all I shoot with.
Yeah, yeah. It's, I mean, and that's the other thing I tell, like, you know, people that ask me, like, oh, like, what's something that can help me out? Like, bro, like, shoot manual.
Yeah.
Because that forces you, even if you don't know how to use it, and you just look confused, but that's gonna like
Teach you the way.
you.
Yeah,
You know,
facts.
it forces you
Yeah.
to actually learn the camera
Mhm.
and not just let it do everything on its own. So.
Yeah. What camera did you start off with?
I started off with the GoPro.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a funny story because I had just graduated from poly and I started working, and one of my coworkers actually had a GoPro, and he showed me like the pictures he was taking with the GoPro, and I was like, oh shit, that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
You know, and like a month later I bought one, and then we took a trip up to Big Sur with my wife and a couple friends, and I literally was just filming with the GoPro, and then I made like this little highlight reel of like the day.
A little edit.
Yeah. And then people were like, oh shit, this is super cool. Like like, you know, I uploaded it to Facebook, I think, at the time, and everybody was commenting on it, and then from there it just motivated me to keep going, and like, oh, let's go to this place now, let's go.
Yeah.
So that kind of started the traveling aspect of everything. Like from there on, like we were really all about like going to national parks, state parks. Yosemite is so close.
Yeah.
All
I
these
haven't
cool
been there, bro.
beaches.
Me neither.
I've always wanted to go to Yosemite.
It's a sick ass place, bro. Like it's so peaceful. Like you just feel like.
Wait, yes, I have. Actually, what am I saying? I haven't been to Lake Tahoe. That's the one.
Yeah, I haven't been either.
I heard Lake Tahoe is pretty far.
Yeah.
I've been to Yosemite. I don't know why I said that.
No, Yosemite is probably one of my favorite places.
Yeah, bro. That place is beautiful.
It's like 3 hours away, but you feel like you're totally like a
From
different place.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Oh,
it's crazy. It's
I didn't even
super
know
dope.
Yeah. We should go.
that. Yeah, that's close.
I want to go there when it snows.
Yeah.
We get a cabin and like just kick it out
Yeah.
there. But
I've seen like pictures of like, oh, it's all white. It
yeah,
looks
dude, it's
crazy.
Like when I went, it was like barely about a snowfall.
Yeah.
So like it was like, you know, like, I wish I could have stayed there longer.
Yeah.
But Bass Lake is right next to Yosemite, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
it's like 20 minutes.
So I've been
So
somewhere.
you've been near.
I've been near, you know.
Yeah.
I've been traveling here and there.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's cool that you start off with the GoPro. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it goes to show like if you just put your mind to it, like you can really do anything. Like I started off with the GoPro, and then once people really started like asking me like, yo, how much do you charge me for like a video or a photo, then that's when I was like, all right, maybe like I need to upgrade my camera, you know. So I went with I think my first real camera was a Canon 70D, which is kind of like, and at that point I already knew like I wanted to do some video and some pictures, which that camera kind of did both. And so yeah, I rocked with that camera for like 4 years, I think. 4 years.
Nice.
And like I only had like 3 lenses. I had like a 50, 16, and then the kit lens.
Yeah.
And that's another big important thing we've talked about, and I'm like, bro, like you just need to know how to utilize your equipment to maximum capacity,
Potential, yeah.
you know.
Uh-huh.
Like, you
Because
look at
everybody that would ask me about like the pictures, and then like, dang, like you're only using those 3 lenses, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same thing I did with the camera that I still have and I used to use a lot, the Sony. I only had a 16 to 35 and a 50, and that's literally all I used to film every music video for the past like 3 years.
Damn.
And like everybody's like, yo, like that's crazy, like I would have never, like,
Yeah.
I thought you had like more lenses, but
No, yeah.
it's just like just knowing your camera like really opens.
No, yeah, facts. Because like
Yeah.
even like with me, it's like, dude, look how much shit I've been able to make with this. and
Yeah,
that, you know what I mean?
like you don't need much. Like, yeah, of course it's nice to have like all these extra things, lenses and equipment. Who doesn't want to have everything?
Yeah.
But like in reality, like you only really need so much to
No, yeah,
really
facts.
accomplish.
Especially for like music videos, I feel like you don't really need. You just need like good lighting if you don't have. good
Yeah, lighting is the biggest thing. I
And then
think.
like other than that, it's like you can do anything anywhere, you know.
yeah.
But, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's,
cameras are great.
Yeah.
They capture life in every aspect.
it's a cool thing, bro.
Really is.
And you can make money off of it, bro.
Yeah.
It's like,
Social media in general is just crazy.
Yeah, it just changed the game. I
It
think.
literally
Like,
changed it.
I mean, like I think before, like I honestly I don't know how this would have gone if like social media wasn't so relevant right now.
yeah,
Because all my work or any jobs that I get or new clients, whatever the case may be, it comes off of my Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I do have a website, but it's literally just kind of there for
Yeah.
whatever, like I
just
don't
in case
think
you need it. Or
yeah,
something.
like I don't think a lot of people really, like, if they're trying to reach me, they don't go to my website.
No, yeah.
They go to my Instagram, they send me messages on my Instagram, and that's literally what I've become is because of my Instagram. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
facts.
And I don't know how that would have played out like
back
5
then.
years ago, 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, facts.
So it's like it's crazy.
It
how much,
changed the game for like meeting people or like connecting with people.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean that's how we met.
Networking,
and,
yeah, like
that's how we met, and I mean that's how I've met like a lot of the people that I know now through photography or video.
just through social media. Damn, it's
Yeah.
hot, huh? That's one thing. It's like I'm getting cooked, bro.
It's because you're wearing black. Bro.
God.
No, yeah. So it wasn't until you got your first camera you started making money? Like after that first year?
Yeah. So I got the GoPro, then I bought my Canon, and it was here and there, like very small like jobs of like come take pictures, like like couple pictures or like engagement, family, and then somehow I don't know how I was. So there was this challenge in Slow where you have to hike up these peaks, right, or up these mountains.
A challenge?
Yeah, there was a challenge, and if you did all 7 hikes, they would give you like a free shirt.
Sure. Oh yeah, you told me the story. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So me and my wife and I were like, oh, we should do it. It would be fun. And then when we get to the top, I'll do pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Of the sunset. At that time I was already doing photography. And so in order to complete the challenge, you had to go to the top, take a picture, tag Slow Parks and Rec, and then once you completed all 7, you would go and get your shirt or whatever. But more than getting a shirt, it was more like, all right, let's complete this challenge, and I wanted to do take pictures.
Yeah.
So I took it up a notch, and I did like time lapses from sunset up until it was like dark at night, and you could see like the city.
Yeah.
And like Slow Parks and Recs like really loved that shit. They were like, holy shit, like this is super dope. Like nobody does, everybody's just taking like regular
Change the
selfie
game,
pictures.
bro.
You know what I
They
mean?
gotta be different.
So that happened. We completed the challenge, and like a week later, Slow Parks and Recs reaches out, and they're like, yo, like, do you want to film a skateboarding competition? Like, we'll pay you. So that was kind of like my first big job, like working for the cities. It was, I was like, holy shit, like that. I think that's what really like made me look at it like, yo, like there's something here that I could potentially chase.
Yeah.
I didn't know how long it was gonna take, or like if it really was gonna work out, but I knew at that time like at least I'll be making like extra money on the side.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I did that, completed the project, and then like a month later they hit me up again. And they're like, oh, like there's going to be these artists painting utility boxes. I don't know if you guys have seen them. They're not only in Slow, but pretty much, everywhere. Artists paint them. So I filmed that, did like a highlight video of that, and then did it again like 6 months later. So that was kind of like my big kind of like, not breakthrough, but kind of like, yo, like this is crazy. Like people are hiring me, like not just regular people, but like the city of Slow is hiring me to do this,
Yeah.
And then after that, just kind of like I would go in and out of like engagement photography, filming weddings, taking pictures of weddings.
Yeah.
And it was never really, at that point I never looked at it like, oh, yo, this is gonna be my full-time career. It was more like, oh, I'm getting money on the side for doing something I like.
Yeah.
Like as
like
for
a
my hobby.
Kind of say,
Yeah, for my hobby. And I took it from there. It was kind of more like just taking pictures of landscape photography. Like I said, we would go to all these state parks. We took a 2-week road trip around Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and just I think we visited like a total of like 10 to 15 state national parks. And we had our 9-month-old Ollie was already.
Well, homie Ollie.
Homie Ollie was already.
a character.
He was already born, so he got to experience that with us, and we literally would wake up like at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning to go catch like a sunrise with like it was freezing with like a 9-month-old, bro.
Yeah,
like, it was
bro.
crazy stuff like
That's
that. You
cool
know,
though, bro.
it's cool. And, like I honestly want to do it again. You
Yeah.
know, like now that he's older, and now we have our
Your
daughter
bro.
too. So
2 kids.
I'm really hoping that next year we take a road trip with them and really explore again that area.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So like, it went into photography, and then from there it's just like I said, the homie James K. He, and I've told this story many times before. He I knew of him because his music, like I
So
saw him perform.
Before who is James K?
So James K, he's originally from Slow.
Uh-huh.
I think he was born in Ojai, but he lived in Slow for a big part of his life. He grew up here, and he's an artist. He has a studio in LA now. He moved to LA to pursue music, and he's still doing it too, big time out there. His camp is called Long Haul, and they work with big artists, you know. And so this guy, I saw him perform at Slow Brew years back, and we had never met each other, and I just liked his music, so I kind of like took notes of some of the lyrics because I didn't catch his name, and then found him on the internet, started listening to his music, and then I think like 3 years or 2 years go by, and he comments on one of my pictures. And at that time, when I first heard of his music, I wasn't even doing photography or anything. I was just there to enjoy the concert.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, I'm doing like photography, and he comments just randomly on one of my pictures, and I was like, yo, like, is this the guy that, you know, like I'm listening to? Like, that's crazy, you know? And then so I comment back with like a smart remark saying like it was one of those days, which was like it was the name of his song that was kind of like popping off at that time. And then he immediately like messaged me like, yo, we need to work. I'm gonna be down there like or up there like in a couple weeks, like we should link up and do some photos.
Yeah.
So that happened, and you know, from it kind of like the rest is, you know, it kind of like
the rest is
it's
history.
history, bro, honestly, because it's like he's been like a big part of this process from the beginning. Like even though like we don't link up so much anymore, he's out there doing like he's still doing music, but he's producing music as well, writing. He writes really well. But he was a big part of the early stages of what, you know, I am now. So shout out to James.
Shout out James.
That's dope, bro.
You don't work a 9 to 5, right? It's strictly strictly
so
films.
It's been a year since I quit my job.
Nice. Congrats.
To thank you. Yeah, it was huge. It was nerve-wracking, and it got to a point where so I did work 9 to 5 in an office, and so that was Monday to Friday, and then Saturday I would go out, film, whether it be here or in LA, and then so that would be kind of my weekend filming, and then I would come back Monday, still have to wake up at 7 or be at work at 7, and then come home, and then probably, you know, stay up until like 2 a.m. editing, wake up, do it again. So it was nonstop, like maybe like a couple years or 2 or 3 years of that. And then it was just getting super tiring because the more I did photography, or video, the more work, you know, opportunities I had. I would be missing opportunities. And I would be staying up, you know, more work means you have to edit more, you know, so it was just nonstop. So it got to a point where it was like I was working 2 full-time jobs, the office and film. And I think more than anything, it was missing opportunities, like artists hitting me up and being like, yo, like, can you come out to LA tomorrow? I'm like, oh, unfortunately I can't, bro. Like, I work.
And got my 9 to 5.
Yeah, I have a 9 to 5. And so I think that was a big thing for me. I'm like, all right, like, it's either I go all in or like I just keep it as a hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
And my wife and I talked about it, and she really supports everything I do.
Shout out the wifey.
Yeah, shout out the wifey. Because honestly, like I'm a true believer that if she didn't support it, like this wouldn't work out. I don't know how many wives are, I mean, not necessarily okay with it, but me being gone, like, you know, like I was in Mexico from Wednesday to Sunday, and I'm gonna be here like literally. I was here yesterday, today, and then we leave tomorrow.
Yeah, we leave.
You know, and then we come back Sunday. So it's like I'm gone a lot of the time, and we have 2 kids, and kids is like another full-time job.
No, yeah, bro.
You know, like
it's definitely like a sacrifice, bro.
Yeah, so it's like she sees, you know, she knows that it's for the better of the family, and you know, it's awesome that she supports supports me the way she does.
Yeah, facts. A lot of people probably won't support it, you know?
Exactly. No,
Like,
yeah.
nah, go get your ass in the 9 to 5, get the stable income, you know? Like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
they'll probably think you're cheating. And
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, and
That's-
especially
yeah.
in like this line of work. I mean,
Wifey, I can confirm Captivitas is not cheating.
no, it's in this line of work. I mean, you're always working with models.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big part of it's a big part of film. You know, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. But you know, there's a big the trust is there, communication is there.
Facts,
So
facts.
I think that goes to show, like, you know, like why she supports me. You know?
Yeah.
If there wasn't no trust, I don't think it really would work out.
Yep, shout out, wife.
You know?
Shout out.
So what's next for Captivitas? Like, what's your goals? Because we're running 5 minutes left. So
Goals.
like, what's next, bro? Like, what?
I mean, I think the big
Is it already
picture.
kind of just like? Is it already like, you know, at that stage where it's already just flowing? It's just kind of like.
It's the big term goal is to be a media company. Like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but I want like an artist to like really just come at me and be like, yo, like I have this idea for a music video, and then be like, all right, cool, like
Trust
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Like,
you know,
yeah.
we'll have everything
the
ready
best,
for
bro.
you. You just need to show up this day
Yep.
and this day.
That's the
You
best,
know,
bro. When artists give you that freedom.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the best.
So it's like right now it's kind of hard because, you know, we're still like working with artists with no budget, and so a lot of the times you even have to sacrifice your budget if you really want to put out like content that
Quality,
you're
like,
proud of.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to just put out content that is like you're just putting it out to put out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at least for me, like every new project has to be like my best work. That's
Yeah.
my mentality. And
I was
you
just
know,
saying, bro, that's
whether it's like the artist that's already up there or whether it's like a local artist that's just coming up, like I always strive like for my next project to be my best project.
Yeah, facts. That's like ever since you told me that too. Like that's my mentality.
Because you know, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, that's work that you're putting out there
To show
in the
people,
internet to show
yeah.
people, and when it's out there, it's gonna be out there forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if somebody looks up your name on YouTube and that's the first video they see and it's a crappy video, do you think
They're
you know what I mean?
They're not gonna click the next one.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
know what I
bro.
mean?
I wonder how much people are gonna watch the second podcast. Like, hopefully the first one was fire, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Even if they don't watch it, it's all good. We got the loyal supporters.
We'll get the next viewers, you know? We'll get the next wave.
Yeah, bro. So hell yeah, media company, huh?
Yeah, that, and then I mean, yeah, just pretty. I mean, for Captivitas, that's pretty much what I do. I've always wanted to do kind of like my line of clothing as well, and I've released a hoodie and a
You gotta
shirt.
drop more, bro. I've been telling you. I
I
need me a
know,
Captivitas
I know, and
hoodie.
it's
Yeah,
like-
facts. I need me one too to go along
It-
with Visions.
It's like it's a long process. I mean, you know what it takes to
Get the
to
merch
release.
out.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
it's a long process. It takes time, and you know, finding the right hoodie, the right shirt.
Yeah.
You know.
The design, all that.
Yeah, so it's
I think, like, bro, like, everyone's been rocking with these ones. So, like, it's
Yeah.
been easy just to, like, get them out.
Yeah.
You know,
no, that's
it's a hassle,
dope.
bro. I need to do something like a website or something. Or find a way so that, like, people, when they take orders, like, on a website, like, I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But I have to go, you know, I have to figure all that out, like how you said.
I tried doing that, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Like some people will do it, but you're still gonna get the people that are like, "Yo, you still got hoodies?" Like just a
yeah,
DM,
bro. Yeah, like,
and then they'll be like, "All right, like you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
Because I tried doing it for so you could keep track of your sales,
Uh-huh.
and it's hard. Like I told them, like I directed them to my website, and I'm like, "Yo, like you need to buy them from the website."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people would still like. Just kind of like, oh, let me just give you cash. Like, oh, I'll go to your house. Or I'm like, no, bro. Like, I'm trying to do this for a reason.
No, yeah, facts. Alright, sorry, we had a freaking cut off time. Remember last video?
Malfunction.
Malfunction. No, yeah, but that's what's up. It's cool, like I was telling him to, like, bro, it's like, it's cool that we're bringing something to the coast, you know? what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we're not known for videography and, like, I don't know, bro. We already talked about it. We got some big plans, you know, for the future and stuff. So
Yep.
it's gonna be dope just to bring it to the coast, you know, like just grind, brother.
I think a lot of it with here is like people get discouraged. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we live so far away from, not so far, but we live 3 hours away from LA or San Francisco, and I feel like when you get out there, you somehow get inspired because you see so many other people like chasing their dream in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And here, you don't see that so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
facts.
people like either when they get into videography or, you know, with anything, with being an artist or whatever the case may be, they think everything's going to happen overnight. They expect, especially, it can happen with social media nowadays. Like something can pop up. Like you can go viral with anything.
Literally.
But once they don't, like, they'll give it a shot for maybe like a year, and if it doesn't happen, then they're like, never mind. Like,
Yeah.
they just give up.
Yeah, they lose that motivation.
And a lot of people think too that when they see what I do or that I'm doing this full time, they think like I've only been doing it for like a year or 2 years. But in reality, it's been like, since I started photography, it's been 7 years. I just never knew what I was working up to.
Yeah.
Until I really, like, it finally clicked. I'm like, all right, like, this is where I'm going to go with it. But, it didn't happen overnight at all. And it's, to this point, I don't think I've made it. You know, like, I feel like I'm still early in my career.
Definitely.
And, like, I still need to figure shit out to get to where I want to go. So.
Yeah, like we were talking, remember the other day, I was like, like, when we're doing, what's his name? The one we did at Morro Bay.
Oh, Risco?
Risco. Remember I told you, I was like, damn, bro, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm getting a little discouraged. Remember I was telling you that? And then you're like, bro, you're so early in your career,
you can't.
bro. Like,
you need to... I think that's the biggest thing, like,
so
for me,
early.
is I never gave up.
Yeah.
I never gave up on basically a dream, you know?
Yeah.
It was a dream to be, even though I'm not happy at where I'm at, and I'm not saying that like in a negative way where I'm like, oh, this sucks. I'm just not happy in a way that like I have bigger dreams even now at this point.
Yeah.
You know? But right now I'm living the dream that I dreamt of like 5 years ago.
Yeah, literally.
You know, this is literally what I was like. And now, like, I find myself complaining because I'm like, fuck, I have to travel, like, every weekend.
That's what you signed up for,
yeah,
man.
I know, exactly. Like, I'm away from...
No,
I think the biggest thing is being away from my kids, you know, and my family. But, like, this is literally what I was dreaming of, like, 5 years ago. Like, I'm like, I want to get paid to travel. I want to get paid to film. And literally, like, I've never been to Mexico like that many times in a year in my life up until this year. Like, like I've been to like TJ so many times. I've been to
on the move, bro.
Sonora, Mazatlan. I've been a couple times. I was just in Guadalajara, Mexico City. Like, it's crazy.
You know what's crazy too? How like bro, what? When did we meet? What, like in April?
Like in April, yeah.
Oh, like in April. So I'm excited for you because it's like, bro, like, you did this in this year. It's like, bro, like next year's gonna be even better.
Yeah, and
I mean
that's the way. That's
like,
the way. Like, you gotta think.
Yeah,
know
bro.
I mean? Like,
next year's gonna go crazy for you.
You can't just be like settle down and be like, yo, like this is time. Like I'm comfortable now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I've made it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you always have to have that mentality of like wanting more and dreaming bigger.
Yeah.
You know.
Never satisfied. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
While being humble, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always humble, brother. No, yeah, bro. That's cool to see, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy how like even like it's how I just hit you up and then like you gave me a shot and like, bro, look at what we did since, you know. Like,
Exactly.
Look at all the places we've been to. Like,
Hey, yeah, that's
It's
kind of
like-
cool. How'd you guys even like meet? Or like,
I literally
what's
just,
the story?
So my story cap is dude, if I'm talking weird, it's because I have retainers, right? And like I just got my braces off, so like this is weird to me, but
Oh shit, you did.
yeah,
I knew something was different.
I got the braces off, bro. I sent you a video.
No, I did, but I thought you were just like showing you were at the.
He's like,
Just check my smile.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm tired
He's
bro,
like,
from
my
the last
smile.
trip.
I sent him a video when I was at ortho of like my teeth, and he just put LOL.
I know, because
He's
you were
like,
just
"Big."
cheesing, bro. I'm like, why is this guy cheesing?
No, yeah.
Why is he cheesing?
No, so yeah.
He's still trying to
how
show
I,
off. He said
How I met him, I literally, bro,
That's
just like I said, like I was going through that, like I wanted something for myself, and like I wanted, you know, to do something, and you know, obviously I picked up the camera, and then I don't know how I found your page, bro. Like it just happened, you know. And then I remember I was following you for a little bit, like without like hitting you up. I was just commenting on your stuff, and then I just shot him a DM, bro. And then I just asked him for advice, like, you know, what he thought best, and you know, he was 100 with it, bro. And then what, like maybe like a month later, you kind of hit me up to go to your shoot with
Well, see, here's the thing, like, yeah, like a lot of which hasn't even come out yet.
I know, bro.
It's
The
soon,
first
soon,
video hasn't came
soon.
out.
It's coming out. But so here's the thing, like a lot of people would still hit me up, like send me messages and like, yo, like let me go to your shoot. Like I won't, you know, like I'll help you out. Like you don't have to pay me.
Yeah.
Like, so many people, like you don't understand how many, and it's hard. One, to find somebody that you can trust, and two, like that they have the same mentality as you know. It's hard to find like those two traits. And in the past I had taken like a few other people to shoots, and then it's just like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm really good with catching a vibe of like the other person, like I don't know,
like really fast, huh?
Yeah, like really
kinda,
fast, and I'm trying to work on like just even like giving it a shot, even though like in my gut, like I'm like, he's probably not gonna work out, or we're probably not gonna click, or I don't know. But you never know, like, you know, you can't really judge a book by its cover. So like that's what I'm working on, like trying to like, all right, maybe this will work out. You know. So, but when he reached out to me, he just asked for advice, and all I said was like, yo, like honestly, like just go out and like film every day, or take pictures every day. Like I said, it doesn't have to be like an elaborate like work or anything. Like you could literally just go to the beach and take do a video of like your day at the beach. That's all you have to do. And I don't think, for some reason, I didn't follow you like right away. And then like a month later, or whenever, you know, like I remember I was like, I was gonna have a shoot here locally, and I was like, I remember, I don't know how I even remembered about you, but I'm like, I'm gonna go back to his page. So I looked at it, you know, went to the DMs, found you again, and then I looked at your page, and you had already like done like a bunch of videos.
I had,
from the point that I, you know,
I was grinding, bro. I remember, bro, when I took your advice, bro, I was like, that's it, bro. You know, I'm going out there.
From the point that we had originally talked to the, you know, to that day where I went back onto your Instagram profile, and I'm like, all right, like this kid's like actually like taking it serious. He's going out, he's filming, like, you know, like that's what I used to do. And I think that day, like I hit you up and I was like, yo, like I have this music video I'm filming, like, you know, if you wanna come through, like,
bro,
you know, we're gonna be
dude,
filming.
I feel like, you know, like we just clicked, bro. It's just like, you know, those people that you meet that like it feels so natural. I feel like that's how it was, bro. Like I feel like I've known you forever. You know what I mean?
And it's like I'm so used to like working like on my own, like I mean since the beginning, like I don't think I've had really anybody like on set with me all the time. It's always been like I set up the lights, I set up my camera, I shoot, I edit, I do everything. And then just I think like even when you went out there, I told you like, yo, bro, like you're out here to like learn.
You told me strict, like, bro, you don't have to do nothing.
You don't have to do nothing, bro. Like, one, I'm not even paying you to be out here. You know what I mean? Which it's besides the fact, but like, you're out here like to learn. If you want to take pictures, it's cool. Like, go right ahead. If you just want to like look at me work and kind of gain some knowledge from that, like, ask questions. I even told you like throughout the shoot, if you have a question for like, why are you doing this, like what's the purpose behind this, like feel free to ask me, you know. And I think you took pictures that day. I did take pictures, and you were helping me out with stuff. And like I said, like I never asked you to do anything for me, but you were there just like, yo, like what can I help you with? So it was a really good experience that first time we worked, and then I think from there, like a week later.
What was the next one that we did after that one?
I don't know. I think we did. It was either the one up north with that rap kind of Spanish one, maybe. Down where we stayed in that hotel. Remember? It was
up
like
north?
a 2-day. We did Hermanos Figueroa and then the hip hop with Orejel and Bones.
Oh, okay.
That might have been either that or LA. I don't know.
I think we went to LA. No,
LA?
I don't know. It's been like, see, we've already done like
A
quite
lot.
a
We've done
while,
a lot,
quite a
yeah.
lot. So it's like it's hard to like even look back.
Yep. So, but yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of how our
Story,
our
huh?
story. Yeah.
Our love story.
Our love
story. Our bromance started.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, hell yeah, but all right, bro. Well,
That's
I
actually
appreciate
pretty
you coming through, bro. Like this is,
Sure.
we're barely starting the podcast, so it was cool to have you on, the second episode, bro.
I
Like,
appreciate you. bro.
once we're on like the 50th episode,
We'll come
like,
back.
we're gonna look back and be like, dude, Captivitas is there from the jump. You know?
Yes, sir. You gotta
Hell yeah.
support, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Gotta
So
No
support.
cap in Captivitas.
I think we're gonna go eat. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast right now. Huh? We're gonna eat. some
Facts. I'm
breakfast.
hungry. I mean,
Bro, it's like 12, bro.
I know, bro. I had shit to do, bro. Fuck.
I'm starving.
Nah, yeah, I just gotta get back home and get ready for a trip, man.
Yeah, dude.
We leave
tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Where you guys going?
sometime.
San Diego
Yeah.
for like 5 days, 4 days.
5 days. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
4 days.
Five.
4 days. W.
Yeah.
Well, shout out Captivitas.
Yeah, shout out Captivitas, my boy.
Thank y'all for watching
bro.
episode-
So what's the
2.
name of the podcast, anyways?
We don't have a name, bro. It's kind of just Visions.
Visions?
Yeah. The YouTube channel just Visions.
Visions?
But we're trying to think
Suggestions.
of something. Yeah, you
We
got
need
suggestions?
suggestions.
Nah, I can't think on the spot, bro.
Yeah,
but
bro.
if I come up with something, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Facts.
But all right, guys. Appreciate everyone watching. Tune in to Captivitas IG. I already edited the handle in the beginning and everything, but yeah, bro. We're gonna keep grinding and show y'all. We're gonna make this podcast happen. So
Episode 2 out.
episode 2, we outies. Hell yeah.
Peace. Yo.